In the heart of India, where bravery is remembered more deeply than time itself, lives the story of a woman who redefined courage. A woman who chose honor over fear, dignity over defeat, and freedom over life. This is the extraordinary journey of Rani Lakshmibai, a warrior queen who shook the foundation of British rule. Rani Lakshmibai was born in 1828 as Manikarnika, in the holy city of Varanasi. From an early age, she showed unusual strength, confidence, and intelligence. While other girls played with dolls, she practiced horseback riding, sword fighting, and archery. Her childhood already hinted at the legend she would become. Her father, Moropant Tombe, ensured she grew up in an environment of learning and discipline. She was educated not only in languages like Sanskrit and Marathi but also in martial arts. Her fearless nature earned her the nickname Shabili, meaning a playful yet bold girl. At the age of 14, she married Maharaja Gangadhar Rao, the ruler of Jhansi. After her marriage, she was given the name we know today, Lakshmibai, the Queen of Jhansi. Her role changed, but her spirit did not. She remained confident, sharp, and deeply connected to her people. Her life took a tragic turn when the Maharaja passed away. The couple had adopted a son, but the British refused to recognize him as the heir. Using the doctrine of lapse, they attempted to seize Jhansi. What they did not expect, however, was that the young queen would not surrender her kingdom so easily. When the British demanded that she give up her throne, Lakshmibai gave a historic reply, "I shall not give up my Jhansi." This single sentence became a symbol of resistance across India. She transformed Jhansi into a stronghold. Day and night, she trained her army, prepared defenses, and studied war strategies. Many women joined her battalion, inspired by her leadership. For the queen, protecting Jhansi was not just a political duty, it was a sacred promise. In 1857, when the First War of Independence erupted, Lakshmibai emerged as one of its strongest pillars. While many leaders hesitated, she stepped forward with unwavering determination. Her palace became a command center, and her people stood behind her like a wall. Soon, British forces approached Jhansi with the intention of crushing the rebellion. But what they faced was not a weak kingdom, it was a fortress led by a fearless queen. Lakshmibai refused every offer of surrender. When the battle began, she stood on the fort walls, guiding her soldiers with precision. Her strategic brilliance surprised the British commanders. They were forced to acknowledge that Jhansi was defended not just by soldiers, but by an extraordinary leader. But the British troops were larger and better equipped. After days of intense fighting, the fort walls were damaged. Realizing that Jhansi was falling, Lakshmibai made a swift and daring decision. She tied her young son to her back, mounted her horse, and broke through the British lines. It was an escape that would be remembered for generations. After leaving Jhansi, she joined the forces of Tatya Tope, another leader of the rebellion. Together, they continued fighting against the British, keeping the flame of resistance alive. Lakshmibai's spirit was unbroken, she refused to stop. She then moved toward Gwalior, a city strategically important for both rebels and the British. With her leadership, the rebels captured Gwalior without bloodshed. It was a moment of hope in a war full of losses. However, the British soon attacked Gwalior with massive force. But Lakshmibai remained fearless. Clad in a warrior's attire, swords in both hands, she rode into the battlefield like a blazing storm. Her courage left even the enemy stunned. Her final battle was fierce and unforgettable. Surrounded by British forces, she fought with unmatched bravery. For her, death was not defeat, surrender was. She chose to fight till the last breath, protecting her honor and her dream of a free land. On June 18, 1858, Rani Lakshmibai attained martyrdom. But even in death, she denied the British the satisfaction of capturing her. Her body was respectfully cremated by her supporters, ensuring her dignity remained untouched. The British officers who fought her wrote in their reports that she was the bravest and best military leader among the rebels. Even they could not deny the power of her spirit. After her death, the rebellion slowly weakened. But the legend of Lakshmibai was only beginning. Her name spread across India like wildfire, inspiring millions to rise against oppression. She became a symbol of resistance, courage, and freedom. Generations grew up listening to her story, not as a tale of loss, but as a reminder of what one determined soul can achieve. Her life taught India that bravery has no gender, and freedom has no price. Even today, she stands as an icon of female empowerment. Schools, statues, museums, and march-past songs carry her name. Every child who hears her story learns that courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to rise above it. Lakshmibai's leadership teaches us about resilience. She faced betrayal, political pressure, military attacks, and personal tragedy. Yet she never lost her sense of duty. Her strength was not in her weapons, but in her unshakable belief in justice. Her story is also a lesson in identity. She did not fight for fame or power. She fought because she believed her land was worth protecting. She believed her people deserved freedom. And she believed that dignity must never be compromised. In the pages of history, many kings ruled empires. But only a few hearts are ruled by queens who stood for truth. Lakshmibai is one of them. Not just a warrior, but a leader whose voice still echoes across time. Her journey reminds us that true courage emerges not in comfort, but in crisis. She was a queen, a mother, a warrior, and a symbol of hope. She proved that strength is not measured by size, but by spirit. Today, as we look back at her extraordinary life, we find more than a story. We find inspiration. We find pride. We find the reminder that one person, with unwavering courage, can challenge even the strongest empire. This was the inspiring journey of Rani Lakshmibai. If her story moved you, remember her message: fight for what is right, stand for what you believe in, and never surrender your dignity. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more powerful stories that shape our world.